everybody, Ahron here. Today I'm starting a new project and it's new for me and the technique is new for me. I'm doing something called inside out turning. It's taking 4 pieces of wood, identical sizes, and putting them together. You will see that I put the glue on a piece of paper. So it's going to be glued only on those corners and not on the whole wood because later we need to separate the wood. So I'm taking brown paper and I'm putting a little bit of glue, and now I've got a square made out of 4 squares bars. Just to be on the safe side and just not to take chances that it will open on me, I'm putting tape around it. Not everybody is doing it. I see it on YouTube, but for my safety, it's worth doing it. I'm just marking the sizes where I'm going to do the project. The rest of it, some of it I'm going to use as a tenet, some of it is going to go to the dustbin. So that you have to design it the, the opposite way to what you wanted to come in the end. Took me some time, maybe because I'm old, maybe because I'm dyslexic, but took me some time to get the idea that you have to go the opposite to what you're planning for the design to look like. So I done a drawing just to be on the safe side, and let's start doing the work. I'm using carbide tools, as you can see. The parting tool that I used earlier was the one from Black Line. Um, I'm not going to go here to a very deep, how you call it, polishing and sanding, and you'll see later why. Because I didn't see it done on the internet yet. So, but if somebody done it before and I missed it, then I'm apologizing. But I'm going to use on this project, I'm going to use resin also. So if somebody done something like that with resin and I didn't see it, my apologies that I didn't mention you, but I didn't see it. After I finished the design and I turned it as my design, I stripped the woods from the glue that I had before, and I'm getting back again 4 identical squares. And now I just need to find a way that they go together so I can glue them back together. It looks easy, but sometimes you're getting confused, and I think I got it right. No, I did not got it right. The top one is all right, that's the right design, but look at the bottom, it's totally different. So I didn't put it right. So now let's go back again to the drawing board. I think I got it right this time. Now this time I'm putting full glue on it. I don't want it to fall apart. It will not be stripped later. So that will be the final one. So I'm gluing all the pieces that are going to get together, going to touch each other. It's going to be glued together. And I'm having again in the same condition it was before, but totally opposite. The one that was on the outside now is on the inside, and I've got another square back again on the outside. For the next stage, I need to square it down a little bit, and then I have to put a tenon so I can put it back. I can put it in a chuck and not between centers. I saw a guy on YouTube. Um, it's called The Papa 1947, and I'll mention him and I'll put his address and everything. He was doing a lot of inside-out turning, and I liked the idea, and I liked it. It can give you the opportunity to put your design into into it. So I took the idea from him to go ahead, but I didn't see nobody using resin with it. Going to check it, and I'm going to check if it's sitting center and doesn't have vibration, and so I can go to the next stage. At this stage, I'm creating on one side something that looks like a funnel, but actually it's going to be the mouth of the vase that I'm going to create. So that will be the mouth of the vase. Um, I'm doing it now already. It will be easier for me to do it this way. I'm going to drill a hole right through into the design, and you'll see a little bit later why. But it's going right through, and it goes at the size of the mouth of this vase. So that will be the size of the mouth of the vase. And now I'm using my favorite tool, hot glue gun. I never come right with hot glue gun. I all the time have problems, but I didn't find a proper solution yet to do that dries quick enough. Silicone and the rest of them don't dry quick enough, and that's a problem. Now the problem with hot gun glue is it's hot and it's yeah, hot. I'm not taking any chances that it's going to leak on me, so I'm going to put tape all around just to be on the safe side. And I'm going to put this thing in a bucket, so a small bucket. So if it's going to leak, it's going to leak inside, if it's going to leak. I'm using yellow very with metallic, and I'm using metallic red, but I think I overdone with the red a little bit, and it took a little bit over the yellow. But we'll see in the final design, how does it going to look like. I left it to dry, actually 72 hours, just to be on the safe side. I didn't want to take a chance on it, so I left it for 72 hours to dry, and hopefully it's hard enough and it's not going to break on me. You have to go to the stage. So first I'm going to run it down to be a cylinder, and then I'm going to start with the design, the way that the design is supposed to look like. You see, still it's some parts of the when I took off the plastic that hold the opening over there, and it takes time, and it's but you have to do it. And now you can start seeing the design. That's the original design of the outside that you saw, but the inside is supposed to be different. I'm trying to create, it's like a wave, up and down, and one side is wood, one side is it's resin. And let's see if it will come out. At the moment is not, but at the moment it looks like a small vase, but that's not the idea of the design. For all my work, I'm using carbide tools. I like to work with carbide tools and with the skew, and all my carbide tools comes from I think it's called Easy Tools, um, Easy Tools, Carbide Easy Tools, something similar to that. I found that I've got some pit holes because it was a big pour and got hot inside. So I created a very thick layer of resin, and I'm going to fill it up inside. You can see the cracks and the small pieces missing, and it looks horrible. So I fill it up, leave it overnight. Oosh, ish, it's all right. It's not my hand. It's the wood. Don't worry. And now let's clean it up and see how it came out. I've got the truck body shop, so I took from the workshop. I took a sandpaper, an 80 grit sandpaper, um, just to take the majority off, and then I'm going to sandpaper it. I'm going to till 600. Now I'm doing back again the mouth of the vase, and I want to leave half of the mouth. I want to leave with a little bit of resin, and the other half to try to get out the wood out of it. Let's see how it's going to work. And now I'm going to drill right through um, the vase, the hole where the water will go to sit. Look at those shavings. Are they beautiful? I kept quite a lot of them. For another project, you never know. Maybe one project will be I'm going to use them. I made myself a gem chuck. I hope I pronounced it correctly, and I hope that's the right English. And I'm going to part the vase, and I have to be very careful so it doesn't fly all over the show. So I left a small knoppy over there, enough to twist it away. My gem chuck sits on a mini chuck, so I have to put an adapter for my lathe to fit it on top of it. And the reason why I'm using a mini one, so I can reach on the inside of the mouth of the vase. Just a small idea. This one will allow me to put my medallion inside, my logo inside, and of course my lines that I like to do. And later I'll burn them with a piece of formica. And yeah, here it is. And that will be the the base of the vase. Padu's got a lot of dust and it sits in the pores. So what I do is between everything, I just clean it with the alcohol. And now I'm going to rub uh, resin on top of it. And the reason why I'm putting resin on top of everything is that it will give it a shine, and it will I hope that it'll pop up the everything, and I really think that it will do it. I put it on a very slow motor, and let's see how it's going to look like tomorrow. I found there's a lot of dust. My workshop is not the most dust-free workshop, and I'm trying to polish it, and then I'm trying to use with novus 3-1 and remove all the dust spots and see how it's going to look like. And I tried 3-1, I tried everything, believe you me, and the end result wasn't what I wanted. It didn't have the texture, and the of the Paduk disappeared, and I did not like it. So I gone back to zero, and with 80 I removed everything, and I starting from the beginning. When I mean starting from the beginning, I mean polishing from the beginning, going all the way down back to the wood, removing all the old resin, going to Yorkshire grid, and after I finish with the Yorkshire grid, I'll go to friction polish, and let's see how this time it's going to look like. So how did you like it? It was the first for me to do inside out. I enjoyed it very much. I'll be very honest with you. I had a lot of pitfall into this one, like the resin on top that I didn't like. That's why I polished it out. But the techniques that I learned here, it's unbelievable. I can use this one as a vase because of the resin inside. It's not too fleshy, even that I wanted the resin to be a little bit more yellowish. The reddish took over, but it's okay because it's hidden, but it's out, and it complements nicely the paduk. So in a whole, I enjoyed it, and it's another technique that I'm going to master. I need to know, maybe I want to say thank you to a gentleman that runs a YouTube channel called The Papa 1947. And I looked at some of his videos. He's doing a lot of videos of inside out turning, and he actually explains the whole idea behind it, because it's opposite to what you're thinking. So thank you very much for your help, for your videos that you put out and help. And of course, I want to say also thank you to a guy by the name of Chris from the Western Cape Woodturning Association that introduced me the first time to inside out turning. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it at least as I enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also to like my channel. And of course, if you've got any comments, don't forget to put them at the bottom, good one, bad ones. You know the story. Cheers, and I'll see you in my next video.